Hi guys, this is a short video on how to install, how I'm installing the Dometic DRS Dust Reduction System into a CrossTrak. Now that's the dust reduction system as it came out of the box, and over there on the lounge is the underneath flange that'll go inside the CrossTrak. Now first of all, I just unclip the fly screen and block out curtain from the roof vent, and then you take out 6 screws, three screws from each side. I've got another couple to do. Now that all the screws are out, this theoretically should just pop down. There it goes. So it's held on by the sticker, the warning sticker. That was a bit stubborn. And now I believe the only thing holding it is the mastic, or the silicone on the roof. So we'll stick our head up and have a look. So this is the rooftop view, and as can be seen, it's pretty well been sealed on. So we'll have to get a knife and try and cut that off. So this is the hard part, breaking the seal. So it's going to take a bit of work. But once you get one corner done, theoretically you can lift it, and it makes it easier to cut the silicone. Yeah.
Oh, what about your blade? Is that not going in good?
That was a black one. One at the end.
Does it come off easy?
Nope.
Oh.
I think I've got most of it. So it's mostly released now around the outside. We're just now got to try and get it to let go, those last little bits. She's moving. Yay! Victory! Partial victory anyway. Still bits. Still a few Klingons. It's got most of it. Now we'll just clean a bit of this mess up. We're going to now wash this top area with a little bit of detergent water, and I'll put a rag on the inside so I don't drop water on my bed underneath. Just wash this so it gives a nice clean surface for the new new thingy to go to stick. Okay, here we are inside the CrossTrak, and with the skylight vent removed, and that's the type of material the roof appears to be made of. It's probably been reinforced here specifically for the vent, and a number of questions in the past have been about how thick is it, and that's about 26 mil. Yeah, 26, 25 and a bit. You see, you could work on a 25 on the shy side. So you don't want, if you want to screw something to your roof, you obviously don't want to go over 20 mil. Otherwise you might pierce it. Okay. Okay, now we're going to attempt to fit the Dometic Dust Reduction System, DRS for short, onto top of our CrossTrak. Now the instructions that come with this thing say that you should put this roof base on and then mark where you want to put it, and then attach this to the main unit. Well, mine came already attached, and I've set it up on the roof, and I don't seem to think you need to mark it at all. So what I'm going to do now is proceed to put this rubber on around the edge of it, and then I'll get my chalking gun and chalk around it as well. Okay, I've just put the foam around through the groove. It's a bit of a challenge getting the tape to start to come off, but got there eventually. And I put the join, the start and finish join, at the back, so I figured the front's going to cop most of the travelling weather. Okay, the hole in the roof is 400 by 400, and this DRS system only needs a 300 by 300. So there's a pretty big gap around there. Okay, with the DRS now sitting on the roof, it's not mounted at all, it's just sitting there. I've got the sponge edges around it, and I can feel the sponge edges just near the edges. So you need to just center this. Now this particular kit says that it has a minimum of 30 mil. It's designed for a minimum of 30 mil roof thickness. So as the CrossTrak has 25, sorry, too thin. But when I hold this up, it fits quite well. So I think what we need is, we don't need the spacers. It comes with spacers for when we screw the top to the bottom plate, so that you are cramping it by about 5 mil. And from what I can see, we can screw it together, but we don't need any of the spacers. So now that I've centered the DRS from underneath, so I want to make sure it's where I want it. So I'm going to now mark its position. Just so when I stick it back on, I put it exactly where I want it to be. Okay, so I'm about to put some seal around the base of the DRS. Now what I've done, I've chosen this Selleys Solar Flex. One is that it's got a 10-year warranty on remaining seal, specifically designed for superior weather resistance, because sitting up on top of the caravan, it's going to cop a lot of sun. Now Dometic in their instructions say that it's okay to get a bit of the silicone sealant on the foam, so I'm going to actually deliberately put some on there. Now I'm going to run a bead around the inside as well. And just because it's the front, I'm going to actually put a small thin layer onto the foam. Okay, so that's the... Just shake it a little bit. Gets it to seat on the top. Lining it up with our marks. So that's exactly where we wanted it to be. There we are, underneath. And let's have a look. Oh, that's pretty good. It's actually sealing all the way around there. All around there. You can actually see the silicone that I put on the inside of the foam. That's perfect. I don't. So I'm going to position mine this way so that I can get to the filter easily. There we go. The screw's going to fit. Yep. Oh my god, electric screwdriver in it. Okay, be careful not to we need to lean down on it. I've got it on ratchet 7, so I did not. Over time, clamp down. Yep, perfect. Just make sure we're all at the same tension. Now we need to go back up on the roof. Let's see that's in the right spot. It hasn't moved a little bit. Move it back into position. That's it. That's it. Now it looks like we haven't got that clamped down enough, so I'm going to redo it underneath with the screws. I might actually come up here and do another bead around here. Okay, it's sitting a bit high on that foam, so I'm going to run another bead around to sort of make sure there's a good connection between the main top and this DRS. Okay, I've just sealed off a bit more on the roof, and I tightened these up a little fraction more, so they are squeezed now as tight as they can go. This is actually pressing on the inside cover, so it's not quite a perfect fit, but it is very close, very close. So the only final thing to do now is to put the filter in, and as the arrows say, this side top bottom, and forward towards the front of the vehicle. So that away, this side top bottom, and then you just align it with the slots in it, and then push this case up till it clips in. And there you're done. That's the end.